Alright, this is my persuasive speech on the legalization of marijuana. Introduce my audience. Alright, so there's everybody. Alright, I'm gonna like that. Alright, check it out. No, you don't need to say hi.
Oh, I said hi. You got 10.
Alright, let's check it out.
Except see how it is.
There you go.
It'll come off when
Wait.
I shower.
Give me a second.
You can't shower.
Alright, can you see me? Can you get the thing? Can you both at the same time?
You look 10.
You got it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Alright, so today I want to talk about a pretty important topic. We're going to talk about the use of herbal medicine, making a difference one stem at a time. Alright. Dr. Jocelyn Elders, former U.S. Surgeon General, said that the evidence is overwhelming that marijuana can relieve certain types of pain, nausea, vomiting, and other symptoms caused by such illnesses as multiple sclerosis, cancer, and HIV, or by the harsh medicines or treatments used to combat these illnesses. So, we need to pass the laws that allow the decriminalization and legalization of medicinal cannabis or marijuana. Because there are people all over the country and all over the world that suffer from these illnesses and these conditions. And if I had a loved one, or if anyone else had a loved one suffering from any of these conditions or circumstances, they would want not only the best treatment, but all treatment options available to their loved ones so that they could deal with their situation as best as possible. So today, what I want to talk to you about is some of the reasons why medicinal cannabis is the right way to go as far as legalization of it, and how we can benefit as a country and as a society from it. Because it's a national issue, and what that means is that in order to make a difference, we need national support. We need everybody who is anybody behind the cause to try and get the ball rolling, because it's going to benefit the country as far as benefiting the economy, and also the families, as mentioned before, the families and patients suffering from these terminal illnesses. And the way it would benefit the economy is by creating new jobs as far as the storage and distribution centers, as well as the grow sites to grow the product, which, if it becomes legalized, will also be taxable, and that will be just a further benefit to kickstarting the economy. So the remedy for this situation, or at least the temporary solution, is to start a petition that outlines the benefits as well as the side effects that come with the use of medicinal cannabis, and why it should be legalized, and to get it signed by the national community. And the overall result will be to get the law passed. Because the use of medicinal cannabis is the right answer, because it allows the patients a natural alternative to treatment as compared to the pharmaceutical medicines that they are prescribed when they go to see their physician. So the plan of action is to do your research, to inform others about what's going on, and when the time comes, to vote on these issues so that we can get the vote passed and get the ball rolling so that these people can have easier times. There was a article written by Dr. Frank Spinelli in the Huffington Post, and in it he said that when he prescribed the medicinal cannabis to one of his patients, she wasn't an addict. She didn't use or abuse the prescription. She wanted it so that she could live the remainder of her life, because she was suffering from cancer, pain-free, and also enjoy the company of her family as well. You have many people, both that have been contrary to the legalization of marijuana and now support it, once they did their research, once they talked to their colleagues, once they found out the benefits of using medicinal cannabis, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, for example, chief medical correspondent for CNN News in 2005, was against the legalization of marijuana, and 2 years ago he had changed his position due to the fact that once he did his research, once he found out that the DEA classification of marijuana being a class 1 drug, which means it's highly used and abused, is not the case. There's no clinical evidence given to us by the FDA or any other drug organization that solidifies these claims for marijuana to be that severe of a drug. And with any medicine, it's going to have its side effects. Because once we bring everybody together and we get everybody on the same page, one voice can make a difference, but many together can change the world for the better. Because people all over the country, as well as their families, will benefit from using the medicinal cannabis for pain regulation and therapy based on their physician's discretion, and they should have that option. There's no reason why they should not have that option. We have many politicians, such as the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, as well as Mayor Bloomberg, that have said they would support the legalization of medicinal cannabis should the law come into their office. So there are politicians who believe that it's also the right thing to do, and there's a facet and a way for us to get the job done. So this is a feasible, logical, reasonable course of action. And the last thing I want to leave you with is a little bit of food for thought, and that is a quote from Bob Marley regarding marijuana and the use of it. And he said that herb is the healing of a nation and alcohol is its destruction. I hope that you learned something from this. I hope that you were inspired to get up and research on your own and get talking with other people about it and come to a position on your own to where you also want to make a difference for this issue. I thank you for your time. I thank you for listening to me, and that's all I have. You can hit stop.